Before going to the next question, let's show the results until now, maybe. So
Let's do that.
Melosko is at the top with 3 right answers. Brawl Stars Pro is with 2 right answers, and we have Demiral as the third one. So it's going pretty good, and Melosko is leading the way. Let's see what happens after 3 more questions.
Okay, so here comes our fourth question. And here it is. Why does the number of bumps and holes...
Do we have a video beforehand?
Oh, wait. Yes, you're right. We have a video before we go into this question. Let's look at... I actually want to ask you a question here.
Okay.
So how many bumps and holes do you see in this picture?
I see 1, 2, 3, and 4 holes and 6 bumps.
So, okay, now can you flip the picture over and see if anything changes?
Okay, let's flip it. Wow. Like, I see now 4 bumps and 6 holes.
Yes.
Like the numbers.
What changed? What changed?
Only the direction of the image changed, nothing else. Oh, wait, I see a difference. I see a difference at the shapes, but I can't understand why some of them looks like a bump without any color difference, and some of them like holes. It's pretty strange.
Yes, actually, we're going to find an answer to that question in our next question, in our fourth question.
Okay, let's see.
So this was like a sneak peek into what we're going to be talking about next. And here's the question. Why does the number of bumps and holes change when we flip the photo upside down? A, design of circles change when we turn the photo upside down. B, the brain is used to receiving light from above. C, because we look at it without focusing too much on it. And D, none of these.
Okay, I have an idea about that because like I'm seeing it right in front of me. Nothing changed, like the design of, or nothing changed. Only the direction of the picture has changed, and my perception changed. So it has something to do with my perception, and 3 of our viewers thinks the same way. I think the brain is used to receiving light from above, but
yes,
but
exactly.
Still I'm curious, like some of them looks like bumps, some of them holes. How come?
Yes, so we perceive the world with our brain, so it definitely has to do something with our brain. So I think that was a good way to think about this. But if we look into this image again, we see that some of these bumps, like the ones that we see as bumps, have light on the upper half of the circle, and there's shadow on the bottom.
Yeah, so I think it's about shadow and light difference.
Yes.
This like if the bottom is brighter, it looks like a hole. If it is at the top, it looks like a bump.
Yeah, exactly. So when it's darker at the bottom, we perceive it as a 3D object almost. But when it's darker at the top and brighter at the bottom, we see it as a whole. And it's the same picture, but we perceive it differently. So there's something going on here with our perception. If the picture doesn't change, then something about our perception must be different. And
how come it is related with our perception? Like how our perception formed about this?
Yeah. So, what is our biggest light source, Cihan?
I know the sun.
Yes.
I mean, for solar system, it is sun.
Yeah, for the solar system, for us, it's the sun. And from which angle do we usually receive the sunlight? Like, is it top bottom.
Yeah, it's a stop, of course. Like if when sun rises, it
Mhm.
starts coming from top, according to us.
Exactly. So we're used to seeing sunlight from the top. So, over our evolutionary past, our brain was always used to seeing light from the top. So that's how we are used to perceiving objects and 3D objects.
Mm.
So here, when we perceive it in a different way, and it's dark, it's light at the bottom, and it's dark. Yeah, it's light at the bottom, and it's darker at the top. We see it as a whole. So it's
Wow.
uh, yeah. I mean, this trick is been being used in an industry a lot.
In
Do
which
you?
industry?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Do you have an idea, like
Oh,
which is?
it needs to be related with visual things, right? So like maybe photography, like videos, I don't know, commercials, movies.
Yes, yes. It's horror movies, actually. To be specific, it's horror movies. I mean, I don't know about you, but I personally don't like horror movies that much.
Why?
I don't know. I'm easily scared. But after I learned about this fact, I was a little less scared because I kind of knew the science behind it.
Uh,
So it's basically, as you can see here, like the girl is holding a flashlight from the bottom.
yeah, I
So
love
when we
this. Like we were doing this when we were like playing with our uh, friends and trying to scare them, but all we did was like holding a flashlight and
yeah.
putting it under our head, nothing more. Like this, maybe. Let me show you. I have a light in here.
Oh, oh, great then.
Let's see. I will be scary or not. Anything? No? No?
Maybe a little scarier,
A
but
little
maybe if it
scarier.
was like darker around you, maybe it could have been more scary, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
I will try it later.
Um,
So what happens in here? I mean, why do you scare when we see? Ah, okay. Again, it has something to do with our perception, right?
exactly, yes. It's, nothing changes, but just because the light is coming from the bottom and there's shadow on the top of the face of the girl, it for some reason we perceive it as more scary. Um,
And we
so
like we are seeing now some some part of scary movies, but they look now funnier than before because
yes,
all they do was like holding light from bottom, right?
yes, exactly. They apparently use this trick a lot in horror movies. So, after I learned this, I feel more comfortable about horror movies as well.
And they use also some music like do 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 do. It's like they are creating tension with our perception.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's always those little tricks that that's sometimes enough to scare us, but
Yeah, 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 definitely. But come on now. This girl is smiling in here, don't you see? Smiling in
yeah,
here. And now, scary one. Yeah, 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 I understand now. Thank
really
you, Idil, for
interesting.
showing this.
Yes. Yeah, I love this example a lot because the girl is really smiling, but when you look at it in a different angle, when the light is coming from the bottom, it's really scary.
Yeah, 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 I see. But she's smiling. You can trick me.
No, no. Yeah.
Perfect.
Uh,
So nice. So what else do we have?
so we're gonna move on to our next question. But should we take a look at the leaderboard again before we move
Of
on?
course, we can. Let's see if anything changed. No, Melosco is keeping on. And again, Brawl Stars Pro is following Melesco one question after. So everything might change because we have two more questions.
Yes. Okay, then let's not wait any longer, and we can go to our next question. And